What is one tip that you would like to give to all the women who are wanting to now invest, I mean, men invest and they know about stocks, of course, but the women.
No, I think women also know and understand, but the problem is that tips are hazardous for health. And you can't make money from borrowed knowledge. And stock investing, like cooking, can't be taught, it has to be learned.
It has to be learned. So you have to waste some money and burn your fingers.
And you got to experience, because something which can't be taught has to be learned by doing. I mean, it's like cooking. My mother can, teach my cook everything, but finally what my mother makes is much better than what the cook can make.
So, but you're the recipe book, so let's open up a page and tell us something that you can, that like a thumb rule, I guess.
Ma'am, the quest to learn is a journey. I have learned much, but much is still unlearned.
Yeah.
So I don't think that despite people saying that I'm a guru or I know everything, right? But one thing I can tell you, markets are like women. Always commanding, always mistress, always uncertain. Always volatile, always exciting. And it's not a joke. In my 25, 30 years experience in the markets, just as you can't have a good relationship with a woman by browbeating her or by bullying her, you cannot have a good relationship with the market by trying to bully it or say that you are the king is the market.
So you can never predict.
And just as why women have emotions, markets has emotions. And because it is basically a product of the thoughts and emotions of so many individuals.
So basically, like the market is taking the nation down sometimes, just as a woman takes down nations. Is that what you
No, I mean, markets are not taking the nation down. Okay. Markets are reflecting the realities of the nation.
So, okay, one very important question that I have, okay. Are we going through a recession? Because I think we are, as much as everything else tells us, no, we have such fantastic investments coming and FDIs are growing and everything's happening. But I really think when I feel around me, I think there's a recession, which nobody's talking about.
I think there is a slowdown, there is a recession, no doubt about it. But is there a recession in Bollywood? I don't think so. Films are getting expensive by the day. They're making more money by the day.
They're making more money by the day for sure, yeah.
So, but, I mean, there is a slowdown in the country, but I think it's temporary. It will reverse itself.
Yeah, and the properties are dropping a little.
Properties are they dropping?
You wouldn't know, yes, I'm telling you. A little bit. I think there's a slight,
so you
I
invest
think you're
in
right.
Property?
Yes, some.
Feel very safe about it?
Sort of, because I think that's one thing that would probably, at least it's on ground and it's there instead of papers in your, locker, which really could be absolutely of no.
And I think those lockers on the paper are far easier and far profitable to deal than property. Because property, somebody is coming, there is that. My paper is all locked with Standard Chartered Bank, no problem. I just have to pay 3 lakh custody charges a year. Anyway, let's talk about yourself. What have been your childhood experiences and how do you remember? What is it that you remember your childhood, your education?
My childhood experience, my father was in the army, so I remember cantonments, small cantonment areas where, of course, all families lived together and I remember clubs. I remember going with my mother for these ladies meets that they used to have for
lady parties.
They have ladies parties where it's not exactly a lady like a party, but actually they work with the wives of the Jawans and the soldiers. They work with them. There's something called a Bada Khana where everybody come and all the soldiers, right, from all ranks, everybody comes together and has dinners and eat. Just so memories from the army. Yes, I remember cycling to swimming pools and with friends, cycling to school. Yeah, just all of that.
So always been the physical activity, intensive physical activity.
Not intensive, no, just really having fun, just being out actually. Yes.
What about your siblings?
I have a brother who's older than me. He's also a professional golfer now. His name is Digvijay, so it's the two of us. Yeah.
And what brought you to the world of glamour and modeling?
Oh, actually, it just started by making some pocket money. That's the only reason why I started modeling.
You were in Delhi?
In Delhi. While I was in college, in fact. So,
Lady Irwin?
Yeah. Lady Irwin College, yes.
Irwin College.
Lady Irwin. And,
what do you study, the history or English? Or?
No, so food and nutrition.
Oh. So you're applying all that later on?
Yes.
And has it been worthwhile to come to the world of glamour? It involves a lot of sacrifice, involves interacting with some uncivil people.
But I think that's anywhere in the world, no? I think that kind of uncertainty, insecurity, all kinds of people is anywhere in the world. But I think the good thing is that I love the medium. And it's not just for the fact that you get to be sitting here, but also, that it is so creative, it is so exciting, and so different every day. So, the fact I feel very blessed for the fact that I get to do something that I love, instead of swiping a card every day and going for a 9 to 5 job and getting a check which is great as well. But I think this is something that I enjoy, and I'm very happy to be here.
Someone called you the personification of Indian beauty. I think the F1 and F2 drivers. Yeah. Now, how do you feel about it?
It's a compliment. I'm very bad with compliments,
Right.
but I think that's a great compliment to say that. Yeah. So,
And what is Indian beauty according to you?
Indian, I think what they mean is oriental looking. I think it's the features, I guess, and we should check with them. What did they mean when they said that?
You didn't check with them.
I haven't checked with them. I read about it in the newspaper. No, I haven't checked.
To watch more, subscribe to youtube.com/ETNowLight.